Okay, hi. I'm gonna continue from where I left off. I forgot. I was supposed to buy like something from the bookshop, so I'm gonna do that. There was this book upstairs. My character really wanted to buy.
Shelves full of biographies of famous.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Thank you.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão. Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow,
Monisha
the
is
sprawl
annoying.
of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain.
What?
You can do it. It'll be worth it. There's something here. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well.
What?
It's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. That's the spirit. Here we go.
Oh no.
Quest Dolores Day. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism. International. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts.
Why?
You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport. Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
What's Inland Empire?
Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day. Incorrect.
What?
Sola resigned after. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Dolores.
Why does he keep asking me to answer Dolores? Or what? Why is it mentioning Dolores? And why is it under pain threshold? I don't get it. What's happening? I'm just gonna give in.
Incorrect again. Why? Even though the words most associate incorrect.
What?
Correct. Named
Why am I
the
so bad
innocence
at-
of militarism. He codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the inter-isolari real as the global reserve currency. Franco Neck. Question 3. Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false. No, stop thinking it. I said it. No, stop think. No, 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 no. Stop
It doesn't
thinking
let
it.
me.
I said it wasn't her.
Okay.
She was true. Incorrect. Incorrect.
Why?
Correct.
Why is
There have
everything
been
I
a number
choose
of counter
first or
false
second the
instances.
incorrect
Some
ones, and
assumed
the
to
last
have
one I
innocent
choose
qualities.
correct?
Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic. The most famous.
I don't
and
even know what this is
important of
talking about.
these
Like, what even
was
is an
Eleanor
innocent?
Pasternak.
Like, what
He
kind of people?
was into
It just sounds
torture,
like a cult.
despotism, hymns, canon. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. Incorrect. Incorrect.
No
Correct.
fucking
The
way.
Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely
Who the
regarded
hell is
everything from
Dolores Day,
inter-isolary
bro?
travel to the connected
Little
world,
Mohini
to
days.
3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. And congratulations on finish. An F for failure. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Damn, this book just fucked me up. Okay, maybe I should. I just realized I still have the flashlight. Like, get rid of it. Why are you holding these, weirdo?
What have you found?
I
And
found that your
also,
book
do
was
buy the books.
incredibly
There may
annoying.
be teachings in them.
Okay. I just realized I only have $2 right now. Wait, what? I swear I had like $11. What did I buy? Oh my god. Wait, I'm supposed to find like some ammonia or some shit. Like, I still need to find my gun and everything. I still haven't completed a mission. Like, all I've been doing throughout this game, like, I swear, is like just picking up missions but not completing any of them. It's so bad. Wait.
All around you, rain falls on the great city. The spring thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
I still need a bag. I don't know if you guys can see like the chat over here, but yeah. She says hi and my son says hi. My partner's saying hi. Oh.
Hey, up here, piggo.
Fuck off. Leave me alone. What am I even doing here? Ooh.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat,
Joyce
smiling
Messier.
as you approach.
Messier.
Her green raincoat
Messier.
glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RC. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there.
Damn.
If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into
Why
the
are you
skin.
even thinking that?
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter,
She's
I will.
cool,
That is
I
good
like
to
her.
hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
What?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cord. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also had my sloop. I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I like this woman.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
She nods attentively.
Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas.
She nods.
Everything,
Yeah, there is a strike
right
going
up
on.
to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you see it that, but I am derailing. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Oh.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the
What?
gates. What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos.
Oh.
A racist giant.
It's
I
a
guess that's
she?
part of
Oh wait,
their
no,
big
never mind. I
tent
read it wrong.
organisation now.
What's wrong with me? Okay. I don't know why I read this as like she addressed the giant as a she, so I was like,
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd...
And when did you first?
I arrived 3 weeks ago.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. Put every worker a member of the board.
that is so weird, okay.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pine... Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, They are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Wait, so the people here, like the Wild Pines employees or something, I'm like having trouble catching up. My intelligence is like my characters.
I'm not sure. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags, a disastrous...
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
What does that mean?
This checks out.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strikebreakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
I mean,
Not yet, at least. Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the... Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and
Yeah.
I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I have no idea. I don't know what that does. Like, I'm just gonna think that they're. I mean, the impression that I'm getting of them is not so good right now. So
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of
What?
story.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines, the point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
okay.
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes
Secret
sensitive
task?
trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Have I leveled up? Oh my god, no, no. What? I need to be smarter, bro. I can't even level this up. Wait, what did I just do? Oh my god. Logic. Okay. Can I level anything else? Oh, I only had 1 point, okay. I don't even know where to look at. Like, where do they tell me how many points I have to level, like, to be able to level up? I don't get it. I actually don't understand. Like, what?
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 50, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Should I just be honest?
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gained.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am...
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer.
Can I just get out of this conversation? Like, oh my god.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems...
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. No, if there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? You could request...
Okay. I guess I have things to do. my god. I can... Oh my god, I thought I was like on top of this and I could just like get rid of this body. But no, disappointingly I'm not. I look at it suspiciously, so can I like open it or something? I do not know what I'm doing. How do I even get up there?
There must be another way into the building.
Why did that sound so weird? How do I even get up there? What, here? Like... I can't even open this. Do I need a key? Can I like just stop this woman up?
The streets will flow red once more.
Cindy the
a
skull.
great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
This is...
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood
She reminds me
type,
of
the last
like,
time I was tested
her
for
voice.
Hep C.
Her voice just reminds me of Sky from like Valorant now.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Okay, not really, never mind.
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful... I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginable. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can. I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM
You're
stamp of
welcome.
approval.
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her step.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen. Have you got a crush on her?
No.
Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor. I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's...
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've...
Wow, that was a very nice person. Very pleasant conversation. Should I focus on doing it right now? Sync here. Oh yeah, I still haven't done that, but I don't know where to get like the tapes for like... I need to find a bag so I can start selling these like bottles. Like I don't know where to get it. Like
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and as you tap on the
There's no use press.
alternative translation, don't even think you can drive.
Hello again, officer? Sure, I'm
Oh.
done with it. Go easy on that stuff.
Okay,
It
nice.
gave me a terrible headache. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay.
I'm just bothering her at this point. She's not. I think she's nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to inspect the body now. Now that I have the ammonia. What's this? I didn't notice this.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to
I'm so
12
stupid,
players have
what-
walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
I can try.
What do you think you are?
Why am I
A
so
super
bad
detective?
at this
You are a
game? Oh my
These
god.
are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time.
I need to stop damaging my morale.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that. You crack
my
open
God,
the
yes!
ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Okay, wait. I need to go eat. It's like